This is the third video related to perfect health, and I want to talk about nutrition and optimizing your system. I grew up in Kansas. In Kansas, we had a basic, good diet of proteins, mostly animal, and plants, fruits, vegetables. Pretty basic. I wasn't vegan. I wasn't infusing my body with special minerals or vitamins or anything. That was it. That's how I grew up. I had a good life of simple diet, exercise, and sunshine, and a lot of love. So, how do you create nutritional sustenance to stabilize your body? Well, I want to talk about this. Our body is color-coded, and for many of you, this is not new information, but for some of you, you may have not heard about this because for whatever reasons, we were not given this basic information about operating our very own human system. So the body is color-coded like a rainbow, and it's called chakras, and the rainbow starts at the base of your rectum area, which is the root chakra, red, and then it goes up to your second chakra, which is orange, then yellow, then at the heart, emerald green, at the throat, indigo blue or blue. Here it's purple, magenta, and then it turns to white here. So you've got this rainbow going on. Now, if there is an area in your body that is out of balance, it could be muscular, or it could be physical cells that are out of balance. It could be a cancer, a tumor, or just feeling funky, right? Okay, so whatever your body is signaling you or giving you a message that something's out of balance, and it usually shows up and gets our attention through some form of pain or awareness. Look on the chart of a chakra body as to what zone is out of balance. I'll give you an example. Say you're feeling like you're going to have a heart attack. Okay, well, that would be the heart chakra, which is emerald green. Now, for whatever reason why, we were not taught that our body is color-coded, and guess what? So are first-generation foods by color. For example, what are first-generation foods? First-generation foods are things that if you were an animal, which you are an animal, foraging, these are the foods you would be able to access without altering them. So what does that mean? That means fruits and vegetables naturally growing, plants and animals, and birds and fish on the planet. So let's go back to the heart. Say I'm having a heart attack or feeling density in my heart or feeling out of balance in my heart. What would I do to remedy that or to infuse my body with support? Well, the heart chakra is green. So I would go to the grocery store or wherever you resource your food and select green things. Eat green things like deep green vegetables, kale, celery, it's easy, cucumbers. Anything that's green is going to be holding a content within it that will help your heart, the green zone. So you just start infusing your system with additional green things. That's very simple. It's no different if you're having an issue, say for example with your throat or your thyroid or whatever is in this area. That's blue, indigo. Eat blue things. Well, what are blue things? Eggplant, blueberries, blackberries. Those are examples of blue things. Now, The main key is to eat first-generation foods. What is a first-generation food again? All right, if I wanted to eat a potato, that's fine. A potato is a first-generation food. A potato chip is not a first-generation food. I couldn't go forage on land and find a potato chip. It's been altered. Okay, and it's the alteration that causes imbalances in the foods we're ingesting. So if you want to eat first-generation foods and you want to use foods as body medicine, select on your food chart. I recommend eating a variety of the rainbow in your daily diet or weekly diet. And that's it. It's very simple. So if you want to infuse your system with something that's out of balance, just go to the color chart and select foods in those areas, and you can also surround yourself with those colors, because light and color have frequencies as well. So if again, back to my heart, emerald green, feeling out of balance there, I would also perhaps start wearing more green clothes, being around green light or green colors. And these are all things that you can easily do to support your system. Now, speaking of organs, I also want to talk about understanding what your body is telling you. Our bodies are amazing inner technologies that are far more powerful than we are being taught. We can create our own entire pharmaceutical resource ourselves by programming through the directions of our thoughts to our body to optimize our system to exactly what it is we need. But let's talk about body symbology for a minute. Body symbology is your body messaging you on what your issues are. For example, if you came to me and told me you had a heart attack, or felt like you were having a heart attack, or felt like you might have a heart attack, my question to you would be, what's breaking your heart in your life? That's the question. So if you remedy and address what's breaking your heart in your life, your heart will no longer need to signal you that it's in pain. Anytime the body is signaling you with pain, it's alerting you to something that's going on in your outside reality, which could be your emotions, your perceptions, your intellect, other people around you, or other issues. So they're clues. For example, if your left knee was hurting or going out, my question would be to you, where in your life, in the outside world, are you feeling that you're not supported? The left side is outside energies coming in. The right side is your energies going out. Any organ in the body you can Google. We are all sad that the Alexandria Library was burned and destroyed, but guess what? We have internet and we have Ethernet. So we have fully available to us access of the symbology of every organ in the body by simply Googling it or just ask the question. I prefer Ethernet, which is asking a question and waiting for a message. But if you want, you can Google it. So if someone came to me in a healing session and said, I'm having a problem with my throat, my question would be, where in your life is your voice being restricted, or you're not being heard, or you're not being able to express your true self because it's your voice? If, I'm I'm just going on and on. If it's an issue with your liver, I would ask you, at what point do you feel disconnected from your soul? Because the liver is the seat of the soul. If it's a lung issue, I would say, what point of your life is reflecting that you're not able to breathe in, let the life force? What's restricting you in your life force? So it's very easy to self-prescribe or understand or self-medicate your issues. Now, if you wish, absolutely consult Western medicine for additional support and any issue that you may have. But I'm starting you to begin thinking, to begin realizing your own inner power and your inner technologies, because we are extremely advanced machines as humans, and we have extremely advanced abilities to create our own pharmaceuticals within our own system, to balance and heal and release issues out of our system, and these can occur instantly. So again, at the beginning of my first video, I said the very first thing you have to do is release your beliefs. One of the saddest things to me is when I meet people who are ill, even if these are really serious terminal illnesses. It makes me sad because I see no reason for human suffering. Our belief system is what creates our human suffering. So if you believe that you're terminally ill and it will require you to suffer for several years, that's what you'll create, because that's what you're programming your system to do. But if you believe that you have gone out of balance, and because it has come to your attention, you can create yourself back into balance instantly, then do it. It's a belief system. I love the phrase, argue for your limitations, and sure enough, you will have them. Because I have seen many instances when I've been conduiting light for other people, or they've been doing it for themselves, where they have spontaneously evoked perfect healings. And then because in their own mind, their limited mind, based on their beliefs or the brainwashing they have received, that it is impossible to have a spontaneous perfect healing, they reprogram and reintroduce the disease, because they don't believe that it's that simple. It's simply that simple to live in perfect health. We can talk more about this, and if you have questions, feel free to send them to me. I hope these videos are useful and insightful. And again, I start my morning every morning in silence. I usually wake up around 4 in the morning, and my first hour is listening in silence. I don't reach for cell phones, turn on machines, nothing, except for my coffee pot, and I still like coffee. And I listen. I just listen. What am I listening to? I'm listening to the angelic and divine realms of communication. I'm listening to my own soul. And I'm quiet, and I'm grateful, and I feel thankful and blessed for my perfect health. If I am having an issue, I bless it, and I ask, what is it that my body is trying to tell me? And listen to correct or to address whatever it is that day that's going on with myself. So I hope these insights are helpful, and bless you and enjoy your perfect health. Thank you.